Hi guys. So I've been wanting to make a video for a really long time. I wanted to start making videos in general, just about what's on my mind and what I feel inspired by and what I feel like could inspire others. And so this is my first video. I'm feeling a little under the weather today, but I'm just feeling very inspired to start my first video. Um, so the topic I wanted to about today is how to go through hard times, because we all go through hard times, and how to show up to the hard times with a sense of grace and integrity so that we could go through the times with as much ease and come as possible and come out of those times with a sense of wisdom and learning. So this all started or this kind of thought process started about a month ago. So I've been dealing with some minor health issues, and I'm still battling those now, trying to figure out my best plan of action. And I went into a meditation, and I kind of just asked. I said, what do I need to know about my state of health and this time that I'm going through? And the wisdom that I got back from that question is that it's important to respect and honor the hard, dark times, just as it's important to respect and honor the light-filled, joyous times. That the dark times or hard times, or difficult times, however you want to term them, are here for us. So it's not the dark times, the hard times are not happening to us. They're happening for us. They are an offering for our growth, for us to gain deeper wisdom and deeper learning so that we could go through this life with more wisdom intact. And so the information that came in, I thought it was interesting. It said to respect the hard times. And I thought that was interesting. And some other information that came in was that the hard times are sacred. They're a sacred time. And if we get still with ourselves and ask these questions, just as I did, I got to a point where I was like, I don't even know how to help myself. Because I was eating all the right things and taking the right supplements. I have a possible autoimmune disorder. I'm waiting for a doctor's appointment, and it kind of seemingly wasn't helping. And so I was forced into stillness. I was forced to surrender and say, what is this? What is this all about? What will you have me learn from this? And the answer didn't surprise me, but it was interesting, that I need to respect the hard times, that the hard times are sacred. And the hard times are almost a container, a school, if you will, for a deeper sense of learning and a deeper sense of wisdom. Not that we can't gain learning and wisdom from the joyous filled times, but the hard times are just as sacred. And we need to honor and respect them and not wish ourselves out of them so quickly. Of course, it's important to, if we find ourselves in a difficult time in our lives, whether it's a difficult relationship or a job we're not happy with, or just the state of our surroundings, the state of our world, which I know a lot of us are feeling right now. It's important to think and ask of ways that we can actively work to get out of those times. But not work to get out of those times so quickly to where we're missing the wisdom that comes in. For instance, for me, with the issue that I'm dealing with right now, I've always had a difficult time asking for help, accepting help, allowing others to do for me, a feeling like I needed to do it all, and if I don't, I'm not good enough. Those are all false ways of thinking. That's not a correct way to think. And so I'm being forced to lay those things aside, surrender those thought patterns so that I could be a more wise, whole person. So in that way, these things for me are showing up for me, not to me, so that I could grow and be a more whole, joyous, whole, peaceful person. And so I invite you, if you're going through a hard time right now, or the next time you're going through a hard time, be it just a difficult conversation with a friend, or a relationship that's no longer serving you, that's not healthy. You find yourself in a job that you're like, how did I get here? I need to get out of this. Take a few deep breaths one night or one day, get still with yourself, and ask yourself, what is it that is showing up for me here in this moment, in this situation? How is this situation showing up for me? How is this an offering for my growth and for my learning and for my expansion as a person? And wait for the answer. There's going to be an answer there. You already know it really deep down. You might not be super conscious of it right now. So once you get that answer, say, okay, how can I absorb this wisdom that I'm here to learn from the situation? And then how can I, with grace and peacefully, begin to unravel and remove this situation from my life so that I can move forward and invite in a light-filled experience? Because, anything that we're going through at any time is an offering for our growth. And so I just want to invite you to not curse the hard times, because they are just as much of an offering for you as the light times. And I know that many people are feeling this kind of hardness and this residue of difficulty with world situations, political situations, humanitarian situations. So I invite you to do the same thing with even really big things. Get still. How are these big world events showing up for us, all of us? What are we all to learn from this? And what can I do today? What can I do today? What's the next step for me to do to help remedy these issues? So I just wanted to share that little tidbit with you. It's really been helpful to me when I do get down about anything. I just stop, breathe for a few minutes, and ask, how is this showing up for me? What am I to learn? How can I deepen my wisdom? And how can I come out of this difficult period with a sense of grace and ease? And how can I quickly invite in the light-filled aspects of my life? So I invite you the next time that you're going through a hard time to do that as well. It's a very healing, wonderful practice. Thank you so much for listening and watching my first video, and I hope to do a lot more.